decent man, with a loving wife named Martha and a young daughter named Emily. John owned 2 oxen, Jasper and Duke, whom he loved dearly. Jasper, the larger of the 2 oxen, was particularly special to him as he had been with John since he first started farming. John would often talk to his oxen as if they were his own kin. He would tell them about his day and his hopes and dreams for his farm. The oxen would listen intently, their big, brown eyes glistening with understanding. John started his day at the crack of dawn. He would wake up and tend to his chores around the farm. He would then harness his oxen and set them to work in the fields. They would plough the land, help sow the seeds, and then pull the carts of produce to market. This routine went on for years, and John's life was filled with the contentment of knowing that he was doing right by his family, his farm, and his beloved oxen. One year, however, things did not go according to plan. The rains did not come, and a drought soon set in. The fields that were once verdant turned into a dust bowl, and John found himself struggling to keep his crops alive. The government did not offer any help, and the villagers were also facing the same troubles as John. As the weeks turned into months, John found himself in a dire situation. He needed money to keep his family fed and his farm running, but without any produce to sell, he was quickly running out of options. He looked at Duke and Jasper, the 2 faithful oxen who had served him so well all these years. As he stroked their muzzles, tears streaked down his face. He knew what he had to do. He decided to sell Jasper. It was not an easy decision, but he could not bear to see his family suffer any longer. The thought of parting with his beloved oxen made him feel sick to his stomach, but he had no choice. He had to think about his family. The day of the sale arrived, and John could barely bring himself to watch. He had dressed Jasper up in his finest harness, knowing that it would help bring in a good price. He prayed that Jasper would find a good home, and that he would be happy there. As the auction began, a man in the back bid on Jasper. John could see that he was a wealthy farmer and that he would be able to provide Jasper with a comfortable life. Jasper went for a good price, and John felt a sense of relief wash over him. But then, as he was leaving the auction, he overheard the new owner of Jasper talking to his friends. The farmer was obviously desperate for cash, the man said. "I got Jasper for a steal." John's heart sank. He had sold his beloved oxen to a man who did not care about him, or about Jasper's well-being. He felt like a failure, and a deep sadness washed over him. Days turned into weeks, and John felt like he was walking through life in a daze. He missed Jasper terribly, and Duke could sense that something was wrong. John would often sit in the barn with Duke, talking to him about how much he missed Jasper and how worried he was about the future of his farm. One day, as he was tending to Duke, John's daughter Emily came running up to him. "Daddy, Daddy," she exclaimed. "I just saw Jasper. He's alive." John could not believe his ears. "What do you mean, Emily?" he asked. "He's in the fields, Daddy," she said. "I saw him with my own eyes." John was skeptical but decided to investigate. He set out into the fields and soon found Jasper, grazing contentedly in a neighboring farm. John approached the farmer and explained that Jasper had been his beloved oxen for years and how he had been forced to sell him due to the drought. The farmer listened intently and soon agreed to sell Jasper back to John at a reasonable price. John could not believe his luck. He had his beloved oxen back and knew that his family's future was secure. From that day on, John vowed to take better care of his farm and his family. He knew that he had been given a second chance, and he was determined to make the most of it. With Jasper and Duke by his side, he worked tirelessly to turn his fields back into productive land. The rains finally came, and John's farm sprung to life. He sold his produce at the market, and people marveled at how good everything tasted. John knew that it was not just the rains that had saved his farm but the love and loyalty of his oxen. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe for more videos, press the bell icon and select all to get notifications.